Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Queen's Court. I, once again, am your lowly jester, the Tommy Thomas, here with more news about the big 16-woman tournament to determine the first ever Queens of Combat champion. Once again, round one will take place Saturday, June 13th at the CWF Sportatorium in Gibsonville, North Carolina. The second round of the tournament will take place Sunday, June 14th at Ziggy's in Winston Salem. And coming in November, the semifinals as well as the finals to determine the first ever Queens of Combat champion. Of course, our big news this week is one more entrant into the big 16-woman tournament to determine the first ever Queens of Combat champion. This woman has wrestled all over the world. She's held titles in multiple countries. Let's take an in-depth look at Lufisto.
But seriously, it was really an athletic contest down there. And I love that. And of course, then, you know, like the air is different down there. So, you know, just elevation.
Everything's more dry.
Yeah. It's just different. So if you can go to Mexico and be successful down there, you're really doing something, because it's a whole other, I hate to say ball game, but it's a whole other wrestling show. Yes. Tell me, I'm sure going to Mexico probably opened doors for you to go to other places as well.
After I went to Japan, and the way it worked back then is you had to prove you were worthy for Japan. So one of my friends knew, I don't know exactly who it was, but it was an American contact to Rasiagawa, and who was doing A to Z, was Arshin before. And he's like, yeah, we want to bring Gaijin once in a while, but we pick and choose. Like, there was no I fly myself in back then. You had to prove that you were worthy and sell your, send your tapes. And it's like, if they would decide, then they would fly you in. You would train. And then, it went from there. That was in 2003. And so they picked two girls. Well, there was Allison Danger before, Melissa went, and the next two were me and Sarah Del Rey. Ooh. So that's the first time I met Sarah Del Rey was in Japan.
All right.
Yeah, so I already had a bad knee injury, and when I got there, I remember my teachers were Kino and Mariko Yoshida, so they really taught me how to work around injury. I think that's where I would say that I've learned how to work with somebody's weaknesses and strengths, and how to, get the best out of both. And yeah, that's how it worked. Like, I went to Mexico, got chosen for Japan, went there in 2003.
We are going to show you why Lufisto is one of the best, not just female wrestlers, but wrestlers in the world today. That's all the time we have for you today, folks, on the Queen's Court. For all your Queens of Combat needs, including DVDs, merchandise, and tickets to the shows on June 13th as well as 14th, please visit combatqueens.com. I am the Tommy Thomas.